Hi, everybody. This is Miss Hunter, and we're going to go over our math lesson really quick today. So we have been working on taking a 2-digit number and subtracting a 1-digit number. So instead of the problem that you see right here, I would have 45 minus 5. Today, we're going to add in that other tens digit. So we're going to have a 2-digit number minus a 2-digit number. So we're going to still use our rhymes that we've always used. When we look in the ones column, if the numbers are the same, zero's the game. If we look in the ones column and we see more on the top, there will be no need to stop. We can just subtract. More on the floor, we're going to have to borrow from next door. So we're going to practice some of these problems together, and then you have a Schoology assignment that you are going to complete. So please pay attention and follow along as I go over these 5 problems so that you know what to do when you complete your Schoology assignment. All right, when you get on Schoology, you're going to notice the problem will be written in this manner: 45 minus 15. Your first task is going to be to have to turn it vertical so that you can line up your tens and line up your ones. So I've already done that there. So we have 45 minus 15. So let's see which one of my rhymes I want to use. 45 minus 15. Numbers the same? Yes, I have my numbers the same. 5 and 5, we have the same. So 0's the game because I'm just subtracting. 5 minus 5 is 0. Then I subtract 4 minus 1, and I get the answer of 3. So my answer for this problem, 45 minus 15, would be 3. Moving on to my second problem. When I take a look at 67 minus 38, take a look at your top number. Number the same in the ones column? That's a no. More on the top? No, that top number's not the biggest. So we have more on the floor. That tells me I need to borrow from next door. When I go next door to borrow, I have to borrow from this 10 that is up top. Not the 10 on the bottom, but the 10 on the top that I started with. So instead of my neighbor having 6, my neighbor is now going to let me have 1 and have 5, which means I have 17. So we talked about yesterday, when we bring this 1 back, you can either put it out front, or if you would rather mark it out and rewrite that 17 again, you are welcome to. But we have 17 here, so we want 17 minus 8. 17 minus 8 gives me 9. And then over on my 10 side, 5 minus 3 would give me an answer of 2. So when I have 67 minus 38, I get the answer of 29. I had to borrow on this one because I had more on the floor. All right, our third problem, 49 minus 13. Remember, on your Schoology assignment, you're going to have to turn them vertical so that you get your ones in the same column and your tens in the same column. So let's see. Let's look at our ones column. Numbers the same? Nope. So 0 can't be our game. More on the top. Absolutely, there is more on the top here. So we are going to, no need to stop. We're going to just keep working. 9 minus 3 would give us 6. 4 minus 1 would give us 3. We did not have to regroup on this one because there is more on the top. So we just subtract. Right? How about this problem down here? 62 minus 46. So let's take a look. Numbers the same in the ones column? No. More on the top? No, the biggest number's on the bottom. So that means more on the floor. I'm going to have to borrow from next door. So my neighbor, instead of having 6, will have 5 because I borrowed 1. I'm going to bring that 1 back home. Again, I make it into a 12. You're welcome to write it this way or mark it out all the way and write your 12 up top. So now I'm ready to go. I've got more on the top, so I'm ready to work. 12 minus 6 equals 6, and 5 minus 4 would equal 1. So the answer to 62 minus 46 would be the answer of 16. I had to regroup on this one because there was more on the floor when I began. All right, let's look at one last problem here together. 73 minus 22. When I look at this problem, I notice numbers are not the same, but I do see more on the top. So 3 minus 2 gives me 1. No regrouping needed. No need to stop. I've got more on that top side. So over on the 10 side, 7 minus 2 equals 5. So I have an answer of 51. So if we look back at all of our problems here, we had 1 where there was 0, the game. That's the one that we started with here. We had 2 that we had to regroup because there were more on the floor. And 2 that we just had to straight subtract because there was more on the top. Remember, as you're working through your Schoology assignments, think about those questions. Are the numbers the same? More on the top or more on the floor? Good luck, and let your teacher know if you have any questions or need any help.